Our next session is on empowering seafarers through financial literacy, for which I invite on stage Captain Jaisimha Sharma. He is the Managing Director of FinAssess Enterprises Private Limited. May I have Captain Jaisimha Sharma on the dais with us.
Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon, friends. I am Captain Jaisimha Sharma. I am from Rahindra 1982-83 batch, and I was a seafarer, but I voluntarily took retirement in 2015 to follow my passion, and my passion was financial literacy, spreading financial literacy and financial planning. I started my financial investing journey in 1994. That was the peak of Harshad Mehta scam, and I lost a lot of money. But I started investigating what happened, why I lost the money. I didn't just kept quiet. I started investigating, and I learned what all mistakes I have made. Then in 2002, I came to know about mutual funds. By that time, I had become quite aware. I became aware of what is inflation. I became aware of what is compounding, how it works, and I started investing full-blown into mutual funds with almost 50% of my savings. Then the journey from 2003 to 2008 was quite good. But I was very much interested in imparting financial literacy because I was a seafarer. So on ships I used to take classes and educate my fellow seafarers about investing in equity markets, asset allocation. So many of my colleagues, they told me, why don't you start it professionally? So in 2005 I took a MFI license. I became a registered MFI distributor. And then through word of mouth, through word of mouth, a lot of investors started coming to me. Not only from seafarers, but also people, when I used to come ashore, it was my passion. As to wherever I used to go, I used to talk about finance, I used to talk about investing. So this community kept on growing. Then in 2024, it became quite big, and I formed a private limited company called FinAssess Enterprises Private Limited. But this journey was never easy. From 2000 from 94 to almost till now, so many negatives were there. In 94 there was a Harshad Mehta scam, 2000 dot-com bubble, 2002 9/11, 2008 subprime crisis. Then we came into Fragile 5. Then 2016 demonetization, then 2020 COVID, and now we had this tariffs. But I never focused on the negatives. So if you see this, after so many negatives, Sensex in 2002 was 2200 when I entered full-blown into mutual funds. I had a NRE deposit of close to 35 lakhs, and I redeemed everything and I put into mutual funds in 2002 when success was 2200. So from 2200 today Sensex is close to 80,000 plus. So if somebody has focused only on the negatives, you couldn't have made money. You would have been dared to invest because every time something or the other was happening. So if you listen to the media, you just couldn't dare. People invested small amounts of money and every time there was scam, they got disheartened and they stopped investing. But I continued investing. So what I realized is, first of all, financial literacy is, nobody teaches in schools, in colleges. We are all made to teach how to earn money. You may be a lawyer, you may be a CA, you may be a scientist, you may be a deck officer, engine officer. You know how to earn money, but very few people know how to grow that money. So most important thing in financial investing is asset allocation. So you should know when you are investing this money that when you require this money. If you are investing for 1 month, go for a liquid fund. Investing for 6 months, go for an ultra short fund. If you require money after 1 year, go for a short term fund. If you require money after 2 years, go for a medium term fund. If you require money after 3 years, go for bond fund. If you require money within 5 years, near 5 years, go for a debt and equity fund. And if you require money after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, go for equity fund. But people do a mistake, they require for 3 years, when they require money in 3 years, they invest in equity fund. I'll tell you one example. There was a fund which came in 1995. If somebody invested, say 5 lakh rupees in that fund, the next year it became 3 lakh 70. Second year, 3 lakhs. Third year, 370. So 3 years have passed and no returns. Fifth year, it came back to 5 lakh 22,000. So many people who had not redeemed that or left that investment when they 1 to 3 years, they left after 4 years. At least they thought they have got the money back. But see what happens as soon as they left. 6th year it went straight away to 13 lakhs. Then 10 lakhs. Then 2003 to 2008 cycle came. And 2008 became 1 crore 18 lakhs. So 5 lakhs invested in 95 became 1 crore 18 lakhs in 2008. Then again it crashed. It came to half. It came to 55 lakhs. But if you compare, invested in 95 and in 2009, almost 12-13 years passed, the money was still 10 times, 11 times. And next year again it became 1 crore plus. Can you imagine what is money now? The money 5 lakhs invested 95, what it is now? It's almost 11 crores. Almost 16% compounded. So if you have done asset allocation, if you invested, if that was equity money, if you know that you will require it after 5 years, you wouldn't have sold it. Because you have invested for more than 5 years. Today you have got all the gains. In my investing career, there were 3 times I lost almost 50% of my portfolio. Once in 2000, then 2008, and as the duration became bigger, my losses became bigger. So 2000 was a smaller loss because I had a smaller capital base. 2008 was a bigger loss. Then 2020 was a much bigger loss. But I remained invested. I kept on investing. And even today I am investing. So if you do the asset allocation and you understand the nature of equity, see, the nature of equity is volatile. It goes up, it goes down. People want that bull market should continue. It cannot, it is not possible. Like sun rises for 12 hours and then sets for 12 hours. So it's a nature of science. It rises for, it is there for 12 hours and it sets for 12 hours. So you know, so the work which you do in daytime, you plan. The work which you do in the night, you plan accordingly. So you should understand the nature of the asset class which you are investing. If you know the nature of the asset class, you will be comfortable. Real estate. You know real estate is illiquid. There is no transparency of price. Neither at the time of buying nor at the time of selling. You are investing crores and crores without knowing what the actual price is. You don't know what the price of buying, you don't know what the price is selling. How can you invest? In equity, so I am not saying that you should not have real estate. You should have real estate only the area which you are going to use, either for residential or for your business, but not for investment because it is very illiquid. Plus a lot of security issues. So you should have certain real estate which you are going to use for your own residing or for your business. You should have some debt money or FD money which you are going to use for short term, and longer term money should be in equity. Now there is a question, direct equity or mutual funds? These days a lot of people are investing directly into equities. One biggest disadvantage after 2019 in investing directly into equity is taxation. Before 2019 there was no long-term capital gain. So even if you sold after 3 years, you got all the money and you don't have to pay any tax. But after 2019, every long-term sale you make, you have to pay 12% tax. So when you get the money, your capital is already reduced by 12.5%. And very short term, it is 20%. But you are investing in mutual funds. Mutual fund doesn't pay any tax when they are booking profits. So if you are managing a portfolio 20 years directly into stocks and one money is there in the mutual fund 20 years, how can you compete with him? He's got a 12.5% tax advantage. Plus, you are trained to be a seafarer. You are not a mutual fund manager. So my advice would be, okay, for small money you can, okay, directly into stocks. But majority of Reiki money should go into mutual funds, where a mutual fund manager is managing your money. There is one more instance I tell you what about mutual fund. In 2000 there was a technology boom. There were stocks like Pentamedia, Silverline, they all were going crazy. A lot of people bought the stocks, they almost became zero. In 2000 mutual fund came, a technology mutual fund, which also had these stocks plus from other stocks, and this NAV from 10 rupees came down to 2 rupees. But your portfolio is like a pond. You are not getting fresh money regularly into your portfolio. So if your portfolio loses money, you don't have further money to invest. But in mutual fund is like a river. Continuously money is coming to that fund. So even somebody who invested 10 rupees and it became 2 rupees, and if he had remained invested, today the NAV of that fund is 200 rupees. So in 20 years or 26 years, almost 20 times. Whereas if you directly invest into stocks, you are zero. Actually, this financial this thing is so big that I'm finding taking too much time. So I finish my presentation here. Thank you.
Are you back with us? Captain Sharma, please. So I know earning money is of everybody's interest, definitely. May I invite Captain Kamal Chadda to present a small memento to Captain Jaisimha Sharma.